Welcome everyone to this amazing video. Today we are going to be discussing about trend analysis. Started erasing. I didn't want it to erase. Trend analysis. Okay. So the goal is to first of all learn what is a trend. Okay. And later on we learn how to analyze this trend. Okay. Now you should know our macro goal still remains the same, is to predict the market. Okay. I mean, that's why you're here. You want to know how you can predict the market accurately yourself, right? Predict the crypto market, predict that Bitcoin very accurately. So what is a trend? Well, general perspective of trend is that either price is going up, right? That would be the uptrend. Price is going down, that would be the downtrend, or price is going sideways, that would be consolidation. So that gives us the types of trend. Okay, so there are three types of trend, like we discussed: uptrend, downtrend, sideways. That's pretty basic, right? So what's left to analyze? There is a slight teeny tiny problem over here that basically requires all that analysis. What is that problem? That problem is, how would you know if the price is in an uptrend? Well, you will answer my question by saying, I mean, it's pretty obvious. If the price is going up, it's in an uptrend. Even a fool knows that. And you don't know that? It's crazy. Well, okay. So apparently to you, from this argument that you just gave, that if the price is going up, it's an uptrend, this specific price movement over here must look like an uptrend to you, right? So you would say that this is an uptrend. But what if I do this? Now, does it look like an uptrend? Or does it look like part of a downtrend, or what we call a pullback, right? So pullback happens when actually the price is going down, and in the midway there's a little bit of pump. That is called a pullback, right? So now you could see that the perspective has 180 degrees flipped, just as we zoomed out and saw that overall the price is dumping. So that means just the price going up cannot be the uptrend. Similarly, the same problem arrives when we see the price going down. Okay, so now the question is same: is this the downtrend? Well, it sure looks so. But if we do this, if we do this, then all of a sudden it is part of an uptrend, and this red portion is just the pullback. Is that clear? So that is the basis of the problem that we are discussing over here, that just by looking at the price you cannot tell whether the price is in an uptrend or a downtrend. Second question is, why in the first place are we so interested in the trends? We are so interested in the trends because price loves trend. What does that mean? That means the price action, the price movement always loves the trend. That means if we are in an uptrend, the price will continue to go up for a long period of time. Indeed, it will have its small pullbacks, but it will keep going up for a long, long period of time. Okay? That means if there is a way for you to identify that the price is in an uptrend over here, you can benefit from this whole pump which happens along the period of a prolonged time. Okay? Trends have trends last for months, for years, or at least for weeks, right? So something that's happening for a whole week, if the pump is happening for the whole weeks, for the whole months, there's a lot of opportunity for you in there. Let's say you have spotted that price is in an uptrend over here. What you can just do is you can keep holding it until the price is in an uptrend. These pullbacks won't scare you. To put you into perspective, let's take a look at live charts for a little while, and we will know, and you will know what exactly I'm talking about. This is Solana, and this is 4 hours time frame of Solana. Let it reload. Okay, Solana has disappeared. Someone call the crypto police. Someone stole Solana. All right. Current price of Solana is around $86 as of today. Okay. And we have opened a 4 hours time scale of Solana. Okay. Now, on this 4 hours time scale, you can see one thing very evidently. For a long period of time, it has disappeared again. We wait. Okay, there it is. For a long period of time, Solana has been dumping. Is that correct? I mean, it's from 15th January all the way to 10th February. That's almost a month. So for this whole month, the price of Solana was decreasing. That means it's in the downtrend. Okay. So if there was a way for you to know that if the price is going to continue from here all the way down, it's going to continue the downtrend, then you would benefit from the downtrend a lot. If you're a future trader, you can open multiple short positions. You can even hold your short position from up top, on the top from here, and make a lot of profits. If you are a spot trader, you would know that this is your clue to sell your spot holdings on Solana. Either way, trend is very important to spot. Okay. So the whole idea why I brought you here onto the live chart is to show you that the price loves trend. Now, for some reason, I don't know, right now the charts are taking way too long on TradingView to load. Maybe it's having some higher activity at the moment, but you can see that the claim that price loves the trend is that all the way from here, you could see over the period of months from November till March, the price of Solana stayed in downtrend. Okay. So that means once the trend is established, the price will respect it. For the period of months, it will stay in the same trend. That doesn't mean that throughout these months, the price was just dumping. No, this is the 4 hours time scale. That means for for many of the times, the price had insane pumps as well. Look at this pump right here. On a 15 minutes, this would look like a big pump from all the way to 160 to 220. Huge pumps. Again, there's a pump over here. Big pumps, big pumps. So many pumps happening along the way. So it's not that the price was just dumping, it had its fair share of pumps, which on 15 minutes would look like big pumps. And many people would have bought Solana thinking that, okay, from here it's definitely going to 240. Okay? Imagine you are over here, you are watching Solana at 140. You think that, okay, it's significantly pumping for the last 10 days. It's definitely going to go back to 240. Let me just buy that. Well, here's where you're wrong. The price is still in the downtrend. You never trade against the trend. You always respect the trend because price loves the trend. Currently, it's downtrend. So the price will keep bleeding unless there is a trend reversal. Okay, guys? Unless there is a trend reversal, the price will continue to bleed. Okay? In the example which I just showed you. Or if the price is in an uptrend, let me show you over here. If we can load the previous charts. For some reason, it was a little slow today. It's still slow, but I think we could do something about it. Okay. Now, similarly over here, we could see from April all the way to October, the price stayed in the uptrend. There's something that happened over here is when the price shifted the trends. And for the next, so you could see for 6 months, the price was in an uptrend. And for 6 months, the price stayed in the downtrend. Right? And that is where the trend reversal happened. So that means that there are two very important things for you to learn over here. Number one, how to spot a trend. That means, imagine you are over here, okay? And there is a way by which you could know that we are in an uptrend. So if you are buying Solana over here, you would hold it. Even though it dropped drastically till here, right? Even below your entry price. But if you had known that the price is in an uptrend, then you would have held it. Otherwise, you would have sold it in loss. That is called panic selling. Second important thing which we need to understand is the trend reversal. When is it that the ongoing trend has ended and now the downtrend has started? So you know when to actually sell. That is the job of trend reversal. So if there's a way for you to understand, for you to know when the price is in an uptrend and when it reverses, you can not only be a very good spot trader because you would know till where to hold and where is your selling price, where exactly do you have to sell all your coins. Not only you will be a brilliant spot trader, you will be a brilliant future trader as well. Remember one thing, never trade against the trend. Over here, price is in an uptrend. Always go for long positions, okay? Always wait for the price to dip, then you open long positions. Dip, open long positions. Because even if you open a long position at a wrong place and the price dips afterward, it will 100% recover every single time. Imagine, let me give you an example. Imagine you opened a long position over here. Okay? Now, unfortunately, the price dumped afterwards. But since it's an uptrend, it will recover and it will eventually hit your TP. On the other hand, if you opened a short position over here mistakenly, the price will pump. It will just recover small amount and then pump again. And it will eventually liquidate you. Okay? So a mistake is recoverable if you are trading against the trend, trading with the trend. If you are trading against the trend, the mistake will kill you. Is that clear? So now the question is how to identify two things. Number one, trend. How to know if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Number two, the trend reversal. When would you know that the trend has 100% reversed and that is the time for you to sell your commodities? That has two ways. Number one is through trend lines. This is the rather easier version in which you use trend lines to spot your trend and to spot the trend reversal. Number two is the technical trend approach, TTA. In technical trend approach, we study break of structure, we study change of character, we study inducement. These are the three things we study. We study how to mark the higher highs and higher lows. We study how to mark the lower lows and lower highs. Okay? So this is the technical trend approach. Today we are going to be discussing the easier approach, that is through the trend lines. It's really basic, it's really simple. But make sure that you also learn the technical trend approach, because it will help you understand basically what's happening inside the charts. Let's first learn the trend lines and how they help you not only identify the trend but also the trend reversal. So what is a trend line to begin with? A trend line is a line that is passing from all the highs and all the lows. That, my friend, is a trend line. Okay? Pretty simple, right? Pretty basic. A line passing from all the highs, all the lows makes your trend lines. So let's just do that over here on Solana. So I don't know why it reloads all this every single time. Trading view sometimes annoys me, but it's fine. Okay. All right. So now the goal is we draw some lines. Okay. Just a second, guys. All right. So we use the trend lines in trading view to join all the highs and join all the lows. Now you can see one thing very clearly over here. The one clear thing is that throughout this course of months, the price is respecting the trend lines. What I mean by that is, see how beautifully the price is pumping, and even the periods when it dumps a lot, it dumps all the way to this support line, maybe goes a little bit below there, but then pumps back up again from there, then goes again exactly to the support line and then pumps back up again, right? So just before, when I had not drawn these imaginary lines, this trend was not visible to you guys. But now you can see it, that it's not just haphazardly pumping and dumping, it's pumping and dumping inside this ascending channel. Only when it reaches here, it breaks out of this trend line, the support line at the bottom. That, my friend, is the point of trend reversal. So every time price in an uptrend, if it breaks out the support level, that, my friends, is a trend reversal. Let's see what happens after the trend reversal. Well, after the trend reversal, the price continued the downtrend. Okay. Now let's do the same for the downtrend. Let's draw the similar lines for the downtrend. I'm just going to be joining the highs and the lows right over here. Is that correct? Highs and the lows we've joined. Can you see something very beautifully? Why is it in the world that the price is pumping, dumping? It's it's dumping, but why is it consolidating inside this channel, this very symmetrical channel? I mean, it could have given us a pattern like this. Why is not giving us a pattern like this? It's giving us this beautiful pattern in which it's dropping in a descending channel. That is because price loves trend. Until now, price is still in the downtrend. Okay. When do you think the price is gonna go into uptrend? When do you think the reversal is gonna happen? I think you know it. When the price will break the resistance line this time. Okay. So previously, when the price is pumping, if it breaks the support line, the bottom line, that is when the trend reversal happens. When it's dumping, when it breaks the resistance line, that is when the reversal happen, and that is when the uptrend will start to eventually begin. Currently, we are still in the downtrend. We cannot open very big long positions. We cannot buy the coin in spot because we are still in the downtrend. Okay. So you could see that something as simple as just the trend lines can not only help you spot the trends, but also help you spot the very important trend reversals, which is the basis of our trend analysis. So this is what we discussed today. We discussed what is a trend, how to analyze it. Okay. By now, I think it's pretty obvious to you that you will not fall for these traps, and just the falling price will not look like a downtrend to you. You will always go for the bigger picture. But still, it's not very clear to you how to know that this falling price is not the downtrend. Using the trend lines, it's very good. But still, we need to have some technical approach for us to even better analyze every single chart and know what kind of trend we are in. And there also should be some technical approach towards the trend reversal. That, my friends, is the technical trend analysis that we will cover in the next lesson, in which we will discuss break of structure, change of corrector, inducement, higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. Is that clear? Until then, take care. We learned about trends. We learned about how to spot the trend. We learned today about how to spot the trend reversal. And I'm pretty sure this is going to help you out. Try it yourself. Draw these trend lines onto different charts yourself and see if this is working for you or not. Okay. As far as the current Bitcoin analysis is concerned, we can do a little bit of analysis on Bitcoin currently as well. Opening a 15 minutes time scale, and let's see what we got here. Okay, so on a 15 minutes time scale, take a look at this. If I just draw the trend lines, it's right there. Bitcoin price has been pumping today. Yesterday we told you that Bitcoin will pump from all the way to the 67,000 zone to 70K, right? And there's a reason why we told you this. We told you this because price was in an uptrend. Okay, and currently the price is still in the uptrend. Okay, how can we know this? We have drawn the trend lines. How to draw the trend lines? Join the tops, join the bottoms. There we have the trend lines. When is it that the trend reverses? It's when the price breaks the support. So if the price breaks the support right here, that is when the trend will be reversed and the price will continue the downtrend. Currently, we are in an uptrend. Okay. So that is how we were able to spot the Bitcoin's pump yesterday very accurately. Right now, we are just observing Bitcoin at this point. Okay. We are observing when the price gives us the breakout, whether it gives us the breakout or it continues the uptrend. Right now, after the big news of war coming to a halt, President Trump just announced that the war might end soon. It's a little two-sided sword. We don't really know what that means. Was that maybe a war statement that we will end our enemy and end the war soon, or was it that we are coming to a ceasefire? Either ways, the markets have reacted very positively to that statement. The S&P 500 have recovered above 10%. Bitcoin has recovered plus 13%. Oil prices have decreased by 30%. And overall the economy is looking good. And so is the Bitcoin. If that continues, there's a higher probability of price of Bitcoin to continue the uptrend. In that case, we will continue our long position till 72K. If, on the other hand, price shows some bearish trend, tries to break this support level, that is where our short position shall be triggered at 70,000 level, and that is where we open our short positions. Okay, guys? So that's our update from Pandatraders. Always keeping you guys updated, always keeping you guys ahead of everyone, teaching you guys how to do the analysis yourself, okay? How to spot these trends and when to know that the trend reversal is actually happening, okay? For the next update, keep following us and we will update you more about where Bitcoin is going to go next from here. Till then, take care and let us know in the comment section which other coin you need us to analyze, and we will analyze that specific coin for you. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.